Take two. We'll try it again.
Legion Realm versus RESIN. Winner is moving on in the loser's bracket. Loser's knocked out. So if Legion Realm wins this one, they go through it. And RESIN's knocked out. RESIN wins this, we go to a winner-take-all third.
That's right. Welcome, guys, to Game 2. So let's see. Let's take a look at ELSR's lineup again. They've got their Daring, their Shimakaze, and their Druid. The Shimakaze of note is running Torpedo upgrade, but not the unique upgrade. And let's see, he's running 12-kilometer torps. ELSR continues their lineup with a Petropavlovsk, a Sevastopol, an Austin, and a Condi.
So for the side of RESIN, we've got the Kleber, the Shima, which is a Ledgemod Shima, Elding, Ledgemod, both Ledgemod Shimas, Kleber, Patry, and Elbing. Rubbing it in the face, of course, that last game they killed the Patry of Legion Realm, so they can't run that. Now, I've seen Austin's actually a couple games, Zath, today. I don't know if you've seen them, but they do work really well, especially I saw them paired a lot of the time with a Vampire, actually, because you could just run that thing up close and sap a Destroyer to death.
Well, sure, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, it's a great anti-destroyer cruiser, and it just so happens to be that the enemy team is pretty much all destroyers. So I guess maybe they kind of thought that RESIN might do this, or I'm not sure, but either way, this might end up being a crucial choice for ELSR to bring.
So
to see how they choose to play it.
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing I'm going to watch here is that, once again, that Condi. Conde becomes the threat. You lose Conde and going into Game 3, you've lost 2 super ships you want to run. So, going to keep an eye on that. Shima going aggressive towards C for Eagle Lance. They've got a Kleber, a Patry. They've got a lot over there ready to fire on something, but that Petro is going to be a problem.
Did you notice how they didn't do the more traditional, like, Kleber race to sea that we used to see all the time in King of the Sea?
Yeah, no, it's the Shima, and they're going to have the Kleber out. And that is not, let me double check. That is not a, no, I didn't think it was. That's not a Ledgemod Kleber, which is probably part of why.
No. Right. But the fact that they're even stopping, you know, sometimes we also see, maybe more on the north side, but we'll see Klebers come around the back side and go into sea from the other side. But that's not happening here either. Luger detected now, as is Eagle Lance.
Yep.
And look at all the fire coming out on Luger.
So, Eagle Lance dodges away, takes no damage so far. Daring takes 6k. He does have heals, but good first volley to the side of RESIN. And Shima shooting at the Sevastopol. Phrases I don't often say.
I know. So here comes the Austin. Look at all this sap shells coming in with the reload booster on Eagle Lance. He's missing most of it.
Those sap are HE.
So it looks like sap to me.
I think that's HE.
Yellow.
Yellow is HE, isn't it?
I could have sworn HE is red and sap is yellow. Here's some HE shells by comparison. That's red.
Okay, good to know.
I was just watching the Petropavlovsk shot there.
Shots at the Sevastopol from the Patry. Shots are in, looks like 1 pen.
Yeah, not too much. Sevastopol did a nice job of turning and trying to bounce that. I just don't understand Sevastopol still. I mean, what does it bring? Maybe it's the point value. That could be it.
Yeah. So meanwhile, watch out, we're about to have a fight at B. Shimas run into each other. Leet and Little Busters spot each other. Conde there for support, though. Elding gonna try to pop shots on Little Busters.
It's interesting, this is the first game where Big Boy is not playing in a Druid, and instead playing in Elbing.
And the more I've watched Elbings this series, the more I think they're under point valued, honestly.
Oh, that's the reason why there's so many of them, right?
Yeah, but even beyond that, it's just the, you know, it's the, as Painsor said, you got the viable smoke, you've got the AP, and the AP hits hard. And so, like, I think that's why they're being picked up so much as 14 points. But honestly, um, I would see it as like a 20, 25 point value, easily.
I like how ELSR just walks right into C because they you know, Resin has walked away from it. I mean, they're choosing to take their destroyers, and they're probably going to try to assassinate whatever destroyer is up at A, which is going to be Triarch's Druid.
And this is actually a really good plan. If they spot the Druid, I mean, they're going to have access to A. You pinch the Condi, and then you force the fight back in. Because look at where the Austin and Sevastopol are. Austin's literally at the edge of the map. Sevastopol's using his speed boost, but it's down in 40 seconds. That gets him maybe all the way to the 8 line.
Yep. Now, Triarch wisely was paying attention to radio location. He sensed something coming, turned away, and was able to break line of sight with that smoke. So now the Condi can just go ham.
Use the
or
force,
everybody else can go ham on the Condi.
Triarch. Use the force.
Got tree shells on the Condi? Nothing. Wow. Well, Triarch is able to get out of that trap. And you can see now, I'm sure the Shimakaze Busters is also going to back off and set up for torpedoes into that channel. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Exactly. And
He's doing just that.
I expect to see Eagle Lance go into A here any second. You want to get in there before the rotation happens. You know the Petra is going to have a radar, but you want to force it out before that rotation comes in.
Mm-hmm. Diata taking some more hits now.
Mm-hmm. Pay attention, though. That Conde, he's not feeling it too hard yet, but they're starting to make him feel it. And there's the smoke from the Shima. Let the Kleber's just try to farm in peace. And DCP's down for the Condi as well, so fire here.
He'll stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Triarch now opening up with his guns. He's in a position to try to block A. And here comes a Patrice salvo for Triarch's Druid.
Oh, but Little Buster spotted, and he is down. 7k and dropping. He's gone. Unless he has smoke in 5 seconds.
He must have allowed himself to get spotted by Elite Shimakaze. That's a huge kill for Resin.
Mm-hmm. That puts the points back to basically even though it's a 2-cap lead for the side of Elysian.
ELSR. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that Austin made his presence known, and then obviously, why would you stay in range of his guns? So they just went someplace else, and they kept the Austin there for whatever reason. Look at him, he's still sitting there.
They think something's coming back to take C, and so that's the Petra. The Petra radars, they're going to know nothing's taking C, and you're going to see the Austin move. But
yeah, that
Austin's going to take easily 2 minutes, 3 minutes to get into some place that they can be effective.
Look at Boom Diatas here, Kleber, just barely outside of range of the Petra's radar.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle Lance in trouble, though.
Jinx.
He's all right, though. He's dark now.
Yeah. And so you're going to see this back in. Now that radar's down, you're going to see this Kleber and Shima back in. Mainly the Shima of Eagle.
That's right. And Big Boy 69 in trouble now. Smoking, he's on fire. His DCP is down.
Oh, he gets absolutely murdered.
He got condied.
Yep.
Who might take it? Nah, he's alright.
So watch now. Here come the Patrine Elbing moving back into C. The Austin's coming across, but now the Austin not in that outward position where if he comes across too much more, Patri's going to have shots on him.
Interesting decision to move to a different cap once you've put so much of the bulk of your forces to the opposite side there, especially with the Patri backing him up.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought they would have kept on the Condi, but nope, Peyton is moving around.
Well, you got to get caps. I mean, you got 2 minutes until you lose. You spot the daring, you get some really nice damage on him. He's using his heal right now, but that's only going to max him at 10k.
Yeah, Luger is forced bow in right now, so he's going to have to slowly back up, Homer Simpson style, into the bushes. That allows Eagle Lance to get on the cap and continue gas shots. This is one thing that we see at the highest points of competitive, when you've got nothing else to shoot, you shoot in the smoke and take guesses.
And Petro has radar in 3 seconds, and as soon as that radar comes up, that's going to force Eagle out. See? Immediate use. So they run him out of the cap. And now here comes the Patrice shoving into C.
I was going to say, his radar also catches the Patrice. As the Austin is transiting to them, he's probably just sitting there saying, crap. So
shots out on Sevastopol. Looks like Sevastopol's got the angle. Yep.
Yeah, it's also behind. So this now, it looks like it's very strong for ELSR at this point. I'm not calling it, but
the issue is, though, here goes the back in again to the A cap. The Daring spotted. They're going to shoot that Daring. Daring's going to take some damage here. They don't even have to. I'm going to say they'll smoke up the Shima.
And nobody shot Luger. Did you see that?
Yeah, the only shots were of Boom Diada.
Yeah, or Eagle Lance could have done it.
Twerp on the Petro, and now the Elbing's got him, and they've got... This Petro's not long for this world. Patrice's just going to let secondaries do secondary things.
Yeah, at this point, if I'm that Petro, I'm just going to... Especially now, I'm going to use the final torpedo. But it might be too little too late now. He's going. He's doing it.
The heel's almost gone is the problem, and the Elbing's still got the angle. Patri will have at least one more shot on his bow. Oh, right, Elbing?
Yep.
Not okay, there's the shots.
Yep. There it goes.
There he goes.
Wow. If it wasn't for that one salvo, he wasn't ready to start moving after the Patri. If he moved as soon as that Patri was on radar, that would have been a different situation.
And pay attention, you can see the retreat happening from A now because they're saying the Patri's in C, they're going to try to take it with him. The problem is the Patri's going to be spotted by that Austin.
Yeah, and you can see the Austin's opening up right now, getting the resets.
Did they see? They saw the Sevastopol. Sevastopol very close.
Big hits on the Sevastopol there, and he's going to die right now to the torpedoes, I think, coming up.
Oh.
He's going to take one.
Yeah, he's going to take one. I think he's dead. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Boom pays back Boom Diada, though.
Yeah, it does. But now we've got Kleber versus Daring slap fight.
Reload Booster Kleber beats regular Daring. It's at worst a trade out here.
Ooh. All right, so they trade. This is getting messy.
But it means that now, with them just sitting in C, RESIN wins. Patri needs to deal with that Austin, though. Austin down to 20k. And if we want a game 3, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, we do. We do want a game 3. We always want game 3s. Conde now actually in danger. His torps are completely destroyed on the side facing all of them. And that's Kleber, Shima that are just going to start to open up. And he's using a heal right now. But he's got to be careful. He's running out of heals.
Well, it looks to me like it's all shots on the Patri right now, Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton's he's already used his heal. He's already used his DCP. So fires will stick. If I'm that Austin, I'm switching to HE, but he's still using SAP, it looks like.
Yeah. And Druid doesn't have the option.
No.
Yeah, but Peyton in danger of going down here. Conde has gotten himself into protection. He has 2 heals left, 37,000 health. Druid has to be careful now, because the secondaries of Vitri will chew him up.
Yeah, I feel like the Austin maybe kited away a little bit too much, and you can see now we're looking at the extreme edge of his range.
And here comes the smoke to give the Patri cover, because they don't want to lose him. 15 seconds to heal. Oh, watch out for these torps if the if the Conde keeps going forward. Nope, he looks like he stopped.
Yeah, he might still take one.
No, he's back up. Yeah.
But you are right, he is oof on torps.
Druid charging in here.
Feels risky.
And Wolfman backing up. Yeah, Druid has got 40 seconds left on it. He will spot, but they'll know he's pushing.
Austin is coming in as well. I think they need to time this, but 30 seconds to go, so you might as well, I suppose, at this point, right?
Yeah, and the Patri knows the Druid's there, because he's got the guns prepped.
Yeah.
Elbing
well,
spotted.
Wolfman
Elbing
is.
Oh, look
yes.
at this positioning though. Elbing just out of the smoke, so as soon as the druid comes across here, Elbing will see him
There he
right
goes.
now.
And ouch.
Oh, that's what you call painful.
forget the Patrie. Shoot the Elbing.
The Elbing's going
well.
to kill you. They
Yeah.
want to get rid of the Elbing though. It's the right call. And they're gonna get rid of.
Oh,
or they're gonna
they
get
do
rid
it.
of him. But they're gonna lose the druid for right here. But yeah,
Yeah.
they get rid of the Patrie though.
Oh, the torpedoes.
Just the insult, but yeah. I mean, that's still 9 seconds to game. It was a valiant effort. They do force the Patrie out of play, and they keep their Conde,
Yes.
so Pyrrhic victories for Elysian Realm. But Resin is forcing us into a third game, ladies and gentlemen. So we get extra casting. And we get a Painzor!
And we get a Painzer. Wild Painzer appears.
Something really weird just happened in my game.
Hmm?
You won?
One of the teams stopped moving at the start.